Welcome back to Topics in Psychology. I'm Dr. Sharon Eves, psychotherapist, author, and educator. And today I want to talk about trauma and healing from trauma. There are lots of good videos on YouTube. There's lots of great literature that will talk about how trauma affected your body, how it affected your brain chemistry. I urge you to learn about that. It's important. It's really helpful. Today, what I want to talk about are some of the things that happened to you and the feelings you were left with and how those feelings have stayed with you today. Start with, I want to talk about shame. I have other videos on shame because it's painful and devastating. It can affect everything we do. The fundamental idea underneath is that whatever has happened to you, it was your fault. When kids are little, the way their brains work, they think everything revolves around them and everything that goes on is caused by them. And then if you have people who are abusive with you, emotionally abusive, physically abusive, sexually abusive, unkind and cruel, you can feel like it was your fault and not understand that the people around you have their own dysfunction that they are passing off to you. So that it's like a hot potato. They feel ashamed, they pass the hot potato to you, and then you carry that hot potato and feel ashamed. Invalidation of your feelings. This is a tough one. I remember many years ago, there was a commercial on television from some chemical dependency treatment program. Everybody was sitting around and there was an elephant in the room. And no one acknowledged there was an elephant in the room, except for one child who said, "Hey everybody, there's an elephant in the room." And everyone says, "No, there's not." If you have not had your feelings acknowledged, your experience acknowledged, it disconnects you from your own perception of what's going on and trusting your own perception. Finding people now, therapy, support groups, just watching videos and reading literature, it can help you start to validate your feelings, that what you were perceiving was accurate. I want to talk about fear. When you grow up with abuse around you, you learn how to be cautious, how to be hypervigilant, how to be afraid. As an adult, what that means, you may still be carrying around that hypervigilance. Oh, let me be careful because the abuse I experienced, I might experience that again in this relationship. That hypervigilance, part of it is very important because it's important to read who's in front of you, who is actually dangerous. There's a difference between danger that happened then and danger that's happening now. And it's hard when we're so afraid that we can't sort out, oh, this is just reminding me of what happened back then, but it's not really happening now. Or this is reminding me of what happened back then, and it is happening again now. So hypervigilance, carrying around all that fear, is exhausting. I want to talk about the sadness. If you think about yourself as a child or as a younger person or even as an adult, when you've experienced abuse, there is so much sadness and grief for the you that had to go through that. You need care. You need it to be important to people. You need to be around people who understand that that was not only scary and shaming, but also really sad. So how do you care for yourself? Therapy helps. Having supportive people around you helps. Reflecting inside, what are those things that you took away from that childhood or those experiences you had? What did you take away from those things that you believed? And which of those thoughts and beliefs is not accurate? It's not rational. And you want to challenge those thoughts. It was your fault? Actually, no, it wasn't. The people who were around me were supposed to be responsible for what they did. So, looking at those thoughts that are irrational, things that you expected of yourself that weren't reasonable to expect, things that the denial of feelings that you've experienced a lot in your life, the denial of your perceptions, challenge those. Actually, that happened. This is how it affected me. These are the people who were responsible. This is what they did that wasn't okay. And what do I need to do now to take care of myself? Those are some thoughts for you. Trauma is very complex. There are many different versions of it, but a lot of the feelings that we took away from it are the same. I read all the comments. If you want to share something that's happened to you or something that has helped you or something that you have struggled with, feel free to share it. I read all the comments, and I think when we talk about what's going on with us, other people can relate and they feel not so alone. Thank you for being here today. We look forward to seeing you in other videos. All these different videos I put together try to address a little bit of what may have hurt you, what may have happened to you, maybe something you didn't learn. So if this is helpful to you, check out some of the other videos. If the title speaks to you, give it a look.